Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. They just dropped the first trailer for the new Star Wars series, Skeleton Crew. Before we get into it, though, if you are new, please hit the like button, subscribe, click the bell, all that jazz. It's free and it helps out the channel so much. Helps us get recommended to people and helps us grow. And you know, it would be greatly appreciated. But I mean, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, this has been rumored for a while now. John Watts producing and kind of creating it, and then obviously you got more reports coming out. They're like using matte paintings and stop motion, and then the directors are like the Daniels that did Everything Everywhere All at Once, Lee Isaac Chung, who just got done doing Twisters. I think Bryce Dallas Howard's doing an episode. I think really? I don't know. It's one of the Mandalorian. I think so. I mean, I'll look it up after if I'm not too clear on it, but there's a lot of good things pointing to this. So I mean, I'm hoping it's great because I did not watch The Acolyte and I did not hear the best about that series. He didn't watch Andor either. So I haven't.
Bear with him. Actually, he hasn't watched a lot of Star Wars shit. He hasn't watched a single Star Wars movie.
No, I've saved it completely for the channel. The only Star Wars thing I've ever watched really is Mando, Boba Fett, and I think I watched like the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. Oh, and Clone Wars. I actually watched Clone Wars before anything, like when we were younger. But so I don't know what we're in store here. All I know is like we're following some kids around in the galaxy. That's all I know. So,
Star Wars is Goonies. Is what I
have heard. It's kind of inspired by that. But yeah, we're gonna go and get straight into this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Ooh, the music.
Ooh.
We'll set the course.
Is that Star Wars Suburbs
Academy? Star Wars Academy right here.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting?
Oh, that looks cool.
That's cool.
What if we
that thing looks so creepy.
This looks wild. Like Star Wars Suburbs look crazy.
I found something buried in the woods.
What'd you find? Oh, it's really Goonies vibes. Like I just got chills really because of it.
It's like an Amblin movie that never got made.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That was a cool transition. That was sick.
That was cool.
Oh my goodness. This looks good.
It's dangerous out there in space.
I'm loving these like animals and
the
these
visuals
like creatures.
Look good too.
That's so cool. Is it a jet?
The Force.
Is it Jude Law? Yeah. Look at him. He knows he's him.
Jude Law.
He knows he's him.
Like, they're like Jude Law.
Me.
Like literally.
All right, everyone. Well, that was the trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Before you give your thoughts, I know there's going to be a lot of hesitancy from this show. Not even because of the trailer, but just like I do know Star Wars is not in the best
recent Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, place right now. I can't speak to that personally. I'm not some like grand Star Wars fan that's been there for years. So like to me, this is
it's
fresh.
No secret that Disney's been mishandling Star Wars a bit. It's no secret at this point.
Yeah, what did you think about this trailer? Like, what did you think? How excited are you? What'd you like? What's your hesitations? Anything?
So here's the thing. I do have my hesitations. From the trailer, the visuals look really good. There's no wonkiness with any effects, whether it be practical or CGI. Like that, I can see. There's no wonkiness. Everything is blending in pretty well. My only hesitation is the fact that it truly does feel like you're taking a Star Wars story that's already existed and making it and doing it with kids. If that makes sense. It feels like this group of kids that's getting together and they have to find their way back home. It feels like that would be another Star Wars movie, not about kids. But it feels like putting kids in this position. It's kind of the same issue I had with Percy Jackson, but we'll get into that another day. Putting kids in this position where it's like they're just roaming the galaxy by themselves and traveling. That's the bit that I'm kind of like, okay, you clearly got to suspend you clearly got to have a little bit, of disbelief. But other than that, like, I'm not, again, that's kind of what the show is. So that's like just a little gripe. Like, that's a little gripe because you're going to get that in the show anyways. So yeah, that's just like a little nitpick. But like, other than that, like, it looks really fun. It looks like engaging. I can see the younger audience engage. Hopefully there's a younger audience, because at this point I don't even know like if young people are like into Star Wars or like watching Star Wars stuff still and whatnot. Like, I know they'll go to Disneyland and ride Star Wars rides and whatnot, but like I don't know if they're like on Disney Plus looking for Star Wars stuff like I was when I was little, or some of our generation. But I do hope that this reaches a young audience, because I could see a young audience latching onto this. Like, it's just a core group of young characters who are probably going to have like really unique personalities. The elephant thing looks creepy as hell. I'm not even going to lie to you. It looks
His
so
eyes
creepy.
are cute though. They're so big.
They're
like...
so big and black. And then like, I don't know, something about it. It just, I don't know. It looks creepy. Not creepy, just like weird. But like, again, like, just like that, like, that's a unique personality in the crew. Like, I could see a lot of kids gravitating towards this if the castings are done right and the young actors and actresses are pretty well. Like, I could see it not only being one season but spanning multiple seasons, and just maybe having some broader implications in the Star Wars universe. But who knows? I mean, at the end of the trailer, they're like, it's a Jedi. No, it's not a Jedi. It's Jude Law. It's not Jedi. Jude Law can actually do that. Jude Law actually has the Force. Like, he can actually do that. But yeah, I wonder what Jude Law's Jedi is gonna be like. I mean, Jude Law, for me at least, he doesn't move the needle insane, but like, I like seeing Jude Law, and knowing that he's a Jedi, I wonder what he's gonna do with that. I wonder how he's gonna play into it. And I wonder how if there's gonna be other Jedis that are gonna play into the story. It just looks like an adventure. I said during the reaction, it's like an Amblin movie that never got made. Like, it really has those like 90s, almost late 80s vibes of like these kids going on an adventure. And like, again, you just got to take that at face value and like hope that it could do that in strides. Because I mean, if it can't, like, I can see this spanning a lot more than like 3 seasons. I can see it going like a bunch of seasons deep,
like seeing these kids kind of grow up, become Jedi themselves.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I want for Grogu, really, but it seems like they're not letting Grogu grow up. It's like
Grogu stays Grogu. It's weird. He doesn't get to Yoda.
I will say, I mean, the visuals look great, and I do think obviously that's a testament to, like, you know, the emphasis and authenticity towards using things as practically as possible. Like, there was a lot of creatures in here that otherwise would be CG in most Disney Plus content.
No,
like,
it's blended in really well. There's other projects like on Disney Plus that try to do the practical
like
route,
Boba Fett,
and it comes off as kind of cheap on green screen. But this it reminds me of the older Star Wars movies where they would have a lot of practical stuff and blend it well with the special effects and VFX and CGI and stuff like that. It's kind of giving me that vibe. So like, there's hope in this. There's hope in this that I haven't had since, like, honestly, Andor. Like, honestly, Andor wasn't that long ago, but like, that's time from like before Andor and after Andor. It's really just been Andor.
Yeah, it seems like the Daniels are directing. Bryce Dallas Howard is, Lee Isaac Chung is, obviously I think John Watts is directing an episode. So there's some talent on this. There is.
And John Watts clearly has a love for like that classic Star Wars. That Star Wars that really blew up and probably got John Watts into Star Wars.
And I will say, I don't know.
So that's always good. That's always good.
This could be an early sign, because I don't know if I don't remember it being on the Acolyte trailers that we watched. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's names. Like I don't remember that because obviously they're trying to.
I think Dave Filoni was on Acolyte, but I don't know
he
about
was.
Jon Favreau.
He obviously had to do with Acolyte, but I'm saying I don't think they were like promoted, like or like in the promo. I don't think their names ever showed up.
I don't know about Jon Favreau because I feel like it's been a while since I've seen his name too. But Dave Filoni for sure was. I'm pretty sure he was like.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I don't think even with Acolyte, I don't think he was like marketed that much.
Yeah, it's could be a good sign. Like maybe like they want their names on this type of beat type. And I think it looks great visually. I mean, was not prepared to see Star Wars Suburbs. Wasn't prepared for that, but it looks pretty cool. Like the architecture
Star Wars
is
Academy,
really
like,
80s, but in a obviously like otherworldly way. Like the kind of
but in that 80s like simplistic.
Yeah, it's got the lines, it's got the curves, it's got like all that going. And I'm really interested to see what the mystery is at hand. How these kids end up coming together and what they have to face, their personalities, what they have to go through, and exactly what Jude Law does here. Is he going to be their guardian, or could it be someone that kind of fakes the mel? Oh, it's a Jedi, it's a good dude, and maybe he's not. I have no clue, but you get so much like creatures and effects in here that look so good, both practically and digitally. Like all of it looks pretty spot on. Like I think this is obviously like getting away from the volume is kind of benefiting the look of these projects a bit more. I feel like Boba Fett, I feel like Ahsoka had a little bit of those visual issues.
Even if it's a thing of like budget constraints and you have to spend a little more money to get off of that volume and like
because like the Acolyte was expensive
so
because they went location, but you can tell.
My mistake. That's what it was. Dave Filoni's name was not on Acolyte. It was Ahsoka. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Dave Filoni was on Ahsoka, and that's the thing. They're trying to usher in their
wasn't
own.
On Acolyte though. Wasn't on Acolyte though. So
so maybe that means like they're confident in this. They're dropping during December, so this could be a good, real like family show to watch every week. And the vibes are.
Yeah, I wonder how many episodes.
Really give. I think it's 8 or 9. And let me see.
One thing also that could easily spin this show into oblivion is I really do hope that they do not
8 episodes.
Okay. I really hope that they do not stray away from the core 4, whoever like the main group of the kids are. I really hope that they don't stray away from them, because a lot of times these shows will like have a certain character or a certain group of characters that are the main. And then in random episodes and stuff, they'll throw in these random characters that we kind of have to focus on and stuff. Yeah. When it's like, that ain't the juice. That ain't where the juice is.
I will say, like
I could
shows
see
make
Jude Law
or break
his due, but like
a little bit. I mean,
the kids need to be like
seeing Carrie Condon
front and center every single episode.
Yeah, I really want to know what the kids specifically are gonna bring to the table.
Yeah, I don't know any of. I don't.
John Watts obviously.
I've never seen any of these kids.
He does well working with younger actors, but these are like true. These are like actual kids and playing different personalities, different characters, creatures, like. And so I'm really interested to see what exactly they bring, and if they're able to make us fall in love with this group, with this dynamic, with all of this, and like hopefully make it really feel like an Amblin adventure, one of the like E.T., like just something like
hopefully
that.
Not
like,
too much though, because then people will start fan casting these kids as superheroes and cape shit stuff. We don't need that.
You guys tell us in the comments below what you guys thought about this trailer, about anything Star Wars related, of course, but most importantly,
what's your favorite Disney Plus Star Wars show? And if it's not Andor season 1 or Mando season 1,
something's clinically wrong. Like
something's wrong with you, man.
But do that. We'd love discussing with you guys. And if you made it this far and you haven't, please hit the thumbs up. Subscribe and click that bell. Helps out the channel a ton. It would be greatly appreciated. It's free, all that jazz. But other than that, it's been your boy Keezy.
It's been boy Kales.
And hopefully we will see you guys in the next one.